Hey everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to tell you about the books that I am anticipating for the month of January. So there are a handful of books coming out in January, but I feel like it is kind of a thriller-heavy month. Maybe not. There are definitely some romancy kind of things coming out, but I'm not super interested. I'm just not in my romance era right now. Especially, I feel like every book I'm picking up lately has more steam than I want, and it's just not really what I want. So here are the books that I am being drawn to in the month of January that are coming out. So as always, these release dates are the most accurate things I can find. Some of them may change. Some of them may be a U.S. publication. I'm not 100% sure, but to the best of my knowledge, these books are all coming out in January. So the first day is January 2nd. We have Anna O by Matthew Blake. So this is about a girl who kills two people with no apparent motive and then falls asleep. Falls asleep and has this condition called resignation syndrome. And so everybody's trying to get her to wake up. She's notoriously known as Sleeping Beauty because I think we know she did it. We just don't know why or anything. And so they're trying to wake her up so she can stand trial, and they can't. And there's a forensic psychologist trying to deal with the case, and he's got his own history. I don't really know details, but I just think resignation syndrome, I feel I don't know if that's a real thing, but that sounds really interesting, just being able to check out. And I don't know, it's funny. I joke that my husband probably has it because he can sleep through anything and I cannot. But yeah, anyway, that one sounds interesting. Then we have January 4th, The Dinner Party by Rebecca Heath. So summer 1979, there's four couples hanging out. One of them goes to check on the baby, and the baby goes missing. Now, 40 years later, this baby, now a 40-year-old, shows up at her sister's door, and we find out what happened, all that kind of stuff, what happened at this dinner party. Sounds interesting. Sounds like suburban mama drama, which is my favorite thing. Next, we have January 9th, Don't Forget Me by Rhea Frey. So I have Rhea Frey, I think is actually how you say her name. I've really liked some of her books in the past. And so this is about a woman and her husband and daughter move to this kind of close-knit community. And then the husband and daughter, I think, go missing. And then a body is found, and they believe it's the husband, but our main character does not think so. And she starts kind of investigating the neighbors. And again, suburban mama drama. Then we have the Heiress by Rachel Hawkins. So Rachel Hawkins is kind of a booktube darling. There's a lot of people that read her stuff, even if they don't like it. I read her last book and enjoyed it well enough that I'm intrigued. So this is about a guy who inherits his aunt's house, and his aunt was super notorious, very wealthy. She was, I think, abducted as a baby, and now she's been widowed 4 times. And so very notorious lady, dies, gives her nephew her house. She had adopted, I think, her nephew, and so she gives her nephew her house, and her nephew's like, nah, I just want to go live a regular life. And so he does. And I don't know if she gives the house to somebody else or something, and then that somebody else dies, and so the nephew has to go back to the house many years later. He's married and stuff, and his wife starts getting intrigued by the story of the house. And I think all 4 of the men that this woman was married to have all died under kind of mysterious circumstances. So we're trying to figure it out. May be some danger involved. I don't really know. Sounds good. Then also we have First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. So Ashley Elston wrote 10 Blind Dates, which is a really cute YA kind of romance that I really enjoyed. And now she's writing thrillers. I don't know. I have not dug into her backlist very much, so I don't know which she does more prevalently. But I think this is just about a hit woman living a secret life, having a fake identity. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm just curious at how she can do both things, and if she can do both things, if there's one I prefer, or if I just think she's a great writer. So I'm interested. Next is January 16th, another kind of booktube darling, and that is Only If You're Lucky by Stacy Willingham. So I read her previous 2 books, Flicker in the Dark, and no, that's not right. Is that right? I don't know. I read her first 2 books, and one was better than the other, but both were just okay. Not super memorable. Obviously, I can't even remember the title, but enough again that I'm intrigued. So this is about a girl who's kind of pulled out of her shell by this super outgoing, her super outgoing friend, and who then ends up being her college roommate. And then she because somebody had died, her best friend or something had died right after high school. Now they're in college. She was in a shell. Now she's been pulled out, and then that friend goes missing, I think, and a frat boy next door dies, and so there's yeah, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. There's a lot of college, maybe Greek drama. I don't know. Next is the school reunion by Shalini Boland. So I really like Shalini Boland. She does very straightforward, kind of beginner thrillers, but they're not ones that you have to think too hard about, which I really can appreciate. So this is someone's 15-year high school reunion, and the main character's name is Chloe. So she's around my age, and has my name. So that's instantly kind of intriguing. She hopes to run into kind of the one who got away at her high school reunion. I don't know. I'm assuming she's single now. Hopes to run into this one who got away, and then something happens at the reunion that takes a sinister twist. Don't know. Just sounds relatable and interesting. Not that I don't even think I don't know. Have I had a 15-year high school reunion? Maybe that would be this year or next year. I don't really know. I don't think we had one, but I didn't go if we did. Next is The Night of the Storm by Nishita Parekh, maybe. This is about this is an interesting one. Hurricane Harvey is heading for Houston, where they live. And a single mom and her tween son move in with her sister and her brother-in-law. Well, the brother-in-law's family is also moving in because they live kind of I think in Sugar Land or something. They're kind of in a safe spot, a little bougie area. And now there's a lot of people all taking refuge at their house, and someone winds up dead. So, don't know. Sounds interesting. Next is The Bright Spot by Jill Shalvis. This is Sunrise Cove number 5. I have not read the Sunrise Cove series, but I'm thinking this is probably like a series of standalones, companion books, maybe, where it all kind of takes place in the same town. But this is about an adopted girl, or woman, I guess, and her friend. So she's real big on found family, which is one of my favorite tropes. And they work at like a farm to table animal rescue cafe restaurant situation, and it's now under new management. And so she has a romance, I think, with the new guy. Don't know. Again, Jill Shalvis, I really like her. She writes both romance and women's fiction, and honestly, I like her women's fiction better. Her romance can get a little steamy for me, and I'm not sure really where this one falls, except I think it maybe, I mean, it probably toes the line. They all kind of do, so we'll see. Next is January 23rd. We have The Breakup Tour by Emily. Oh my gosh, this one, I've seen multiple people having tongue twisters over their names, and so it makes me feel a little bit better. But Emily Wibberley and Austin Siegemund-Broka, and they are a writing duo. And this is about a woman who becomes like an overnight music sensation. She has this great hit or whatever, and her ex-husband is trying to claim that hey, this song's about me. It's about our relationship. And she's like, no, bro, it's about my ex, my college ex or whatever. So she tries to get the college ex to come on tour with her, and I guess maybe he's a musician or something. So they go on tour together, and yeah, sounds fun. Then we have The Friendship Club by Robyn Carr. Robyn Carr is another one that does both women's fiction and romance. This one I think is definitely more women's fiction. It's about 4 women. It's multi-generational. They're all in the throes of love and in their different stages of life, and I don't really know more about it, but I'm interested. Next, especially The Friendship Club, Found Family, come on guys, it's going to be good. Next we have No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. So this is a book of the month choice, and so yeah, there's that. It's probably going to be well read, but the little tagline is 3 sisters, 2 murders, too many secrets to count. So this is about a woman who's pregnant. She is broke. She's just really struggling, and she's got a new husband, and he doesn't know, but she has a house that was her parents' that she shares with her 2 sisters. And her parents died in that house, and she was one of the main suspects. And she's maybe kind of notorious for maybe having done it. And so now they have to go back there because that's all they got. And I think there's a lot of family secrets, maybe some danger. Maybe, I don't know. 3 sisters, too, is I really hope my girls never end up in that situation. But 3 girls, I like reading about it because I have 3 girls. Next is 27 Minutes by Ashley Tate. This is a debut thriller about, it's the 10-year anniversary of a girl getting in a car wreck. And her brother was with her and took 27 minutes to call the police. And so she ended up dying. Now it's 10 years later, and there's a couple people that know that there was someone else in the car. Who was in the car? I don't know. Sounds interesting. And then last is The Getaway List by Emma Lord. So Emma Lord is a contemporary YA author, and I don't know that I've read anything by her. She wrote Tweet Cute and a couple other things that are pretty popular. But this one is about a girl who just graduates high school and realizes she's really been living life for everybody else, trying to please her parents, trying to do all the things. And so she moves to New York City and does this getaway list with her best friend, just trying to get out of her shell, trying to experience new things. So that is everything. That's everything coming out in January that I'm interested in. What about you guys? I'm sure there's stuff that I missed and stuff that, like, I'm just kind of in a slump right now, honestly. Like, I'm not in a slump. I'm just not really prioritizing reading in the way that I normally do. And, like, physically reading, I'm about to, I think, read a graphic novel, because I'm just like out of the routine. There's Christmas movies, there's Christmas things, there's all the things going on, and I'm just having a hard time. And so even talking about these anticipated books, I saw a bunch more that were coming out that, like, maybe would have excited me at other times, but I'm like, okay, let's keep it cool because I'm not really loving reading right now. So that's kind of where we're at. Let me know what you think. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.